Hey everybody, Daniel here. I just wanted to give you a quick update about what's going on over at my other YouTube channel, Lyrics to Go. And as I said last time I checked in with you, this is a show all about one of my favorite topics in the world, one of my core passions, song lyrics, looking at lyrics up, down, sideways, inside and out. I'm a lyricist myself. I'm also just a huge fan of lyrics of every shape, stripe, and color. So I've been looking at artists as diverse as Joni Mitchell, a three-part series on her best lyrics after the album Blue. I took a deep dive into Steely Dan, who are, I think, just incredibly singular lyrical artists, not to mention their music. And I sort of broke down in what I call a lyrical primer, what makes their lyrical style tick. I also did a bonus episode about all of the proper place names that they include in their songs. So that's a lot of fun. And then for something completely different, I did a three-part series on Metallica. And that series is called Unsung Gems, where I take a look at one artist and just kind of analyze some of their more underappreciated lyrics. Now, Metallica is not a band you usually think of in terms of lyric writing. They're mostly known for their sound, right? But, you know, I want to make the case that actually in the hard rock pantheon, and maybe even rock in general, Metallica really deserves some lyrical respect. There's a couple of brand new installments in my 10-part series on the Wu-Tang Clan, featuring my good friend Deshaun Simmons from Brooklyn. And speaking of special guests, I just had some great people come on the show already. There's a whole bunch more lined up. But so far, let's see, my brother Aaron came on, whom you might know as an independent journalist, award-winning reporter, who's written about Syria and Palestine and Russiagate. Great guy, great brother. And we had a fantastic discussion all about some songs that have really inspired him. You know, I also had a comedian I love, Ron Placone, on. You might know him from the Jimmy Dore Show. He is really great and super heartfelt. And he shared with me a couple of songs that have really helped get him through this difficult pandemic year. And, you know, he even gets choked up at one point. And actually, so did I. Another great guest I had was on May Day. I had a labor organizer from the Bay Area named Esperanza Fonseca. And she is a really incredible organizer, activist, thinker, and writer. And I had her on first to talk about, well, what is May Day anyway? And what's the true meaning of it? Not the sort of co-opted, diluted mainstream version, but what was it originally and what can it be for workers now? And then we got into the main event, which is Esperanza choosing several lyrics that really, to her, sum up the spirit of organizing and solidarity, and songs that have inspired her in her work with unions and workers and activists across the world. Now, coming up in June and July, there's just a whole bunch more. I've got some really special guests lined up. Most of them, I'll keep them a surprise, but one I will tell you about for Father's Day, surprise, surprise, I'm going to have my dad, Gabor Maté, come on, and we're going to talk about songs about adult parent-child relationships, which is something we know quite a lot about, both from our own experience, but even more so from leading a workshop on the topic called Hello Again for the past several years. We'll be writing a book on that in the next year or two. So I'm really looking forward to that. Dad and I shooting the shit about songs and lyrics and all that. I'm pretty sure he's going to want to talk about John Lennon and maybe even Elvis Presley. And then looking ahead to July, you know, we've got Canada Day, we've got the 4th of July, somewhere in the summer, there's Bastille Day. So I'll be marking all these special occasions with special episodes. So if you want to be in on all of that and see all the content that I've already put up there, head on over to Lyrics to Go. There's a link below for the YouTube page. And also, if you want full exclusive access to every single video that I've made and done and put online, you can only get that by going to patreon.com/lyrics2go. So for instance, when I do the Gabor interview, there's going to be some of the material that's available to everybody, and some of it will be reserved for Patreon subscribers only. The Joni Mitchell episodes, there's one that's Patreon only, same with the Metallica. So if you want to see everything, you can become a subscriber at Patreon. You also get other great perks like custom playlists and merchandise and Q&A sessions with me that only Patreon subscribers can attend. However, speaking of Q&As, I will be doing a free public live stream this coming Monday. It's my very first ever, so I hope you'll all join me there. I would love to have some company. And it'll be, May 31st, and it's Memorial Day in the United States. I believe it might be Victoria Day in Canada, but who cares about Victoria? Queen Victoria. We're going to be talking about war and soldiers and memorializing, and specifically pop and rock and hip hop songs that deal with this difficult topic from a whole bunch of different points of view. So I hope you'll come with your requests, your song ideas, and we will take a look at them together. You can ask me questions, we can debate, and we'll just hang out and reflect on the meaning of the holiday through the lens of these song lyrics. It's going to be, I think, a great and very thought-provoking time. That's it for now. I'll be back, I'm sure, in a month or two with another update. But for now, I hope you're having a great spring and that the coming solstice is bringing more returns to the right kinds of normal for you, that you're getting to hug your loved ones and get outside and enjoy life a bit. After the year we've had, we all deserve that. So bye for now.
Lyrics to go.